Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Ivy and I'm a makeup artist, YouTuber and content creator based in Asaba Delta State, Nigeria. And in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you the 5 types of makeup products you should never ever bother buying. Now if you want to know what those makeup products are, then please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It only takes 1 second. So the very first type of makeup product you should never ever buy is a foundation that is not your shade. Either the foundation is too light or it is too dark. Now many a times, a product launches, or you have like your favorite product and you go to purchase or repurchase that product and you find out that they are out of stock in your shade, and you just sit and you start telling yourself, okay, I can get a shade lighter than my usual shade and make it work, or I can get a shade darker than my usual shade and make it work, and you end up getting it, or maybe the sales girl ends up convincing you to do that, and you do, and you get home and you start regretting, because you know why? Whenever you use a foundation that is not your shade, it throws off the rest of your makeup look, and as time goes by you find yourself wearing that foundation less and less and less, unless you happen to own one of these LA Girl mixing pigments. They have blue pigment, they have a white, they have I think an orange that you can use to play around and alter the shade of the foundation, but most likely you don't own it. So it is better for you to always buy your foundation shade, and irrespective of how much you like that foundation, if you do not find that foundation in your particular shade, then please go for another brand or another type of foundation. The second type of makeup product you should not bother buying are too many eyeshadow palettes. Typically, you should not own more than 3 eyeshadow palettes. Don't do it, because you know why? Eyeshadows are things that you rarely go through. Eyeshadows are items that last for years and years and years. And eyeshadows, when not used after a particular period of time, like you're not opening, trying and using it, ends up being infested with mold. And once that eyeshadow gets contaminated with mold, the next thing is to toss it off. Just imagine that eyeshadow being money. Imagine you bought that eyeshadow for 20,000 naira or 30,000 naira or even 10,000 naira. That is you throwing 10,000 naira away, because mold is very dangerous for the eye area, most especially because it can easily get into your eyes, and then you start having issues and spending loads and loads of money for treatment. So typically you shouldn't own more than 3 eyeshadow palettes. Now for most of us who are like content creators, makeup artists and all of that, it's easier for us to own a bit more, because there are only so many looks I can bring out with a particular eyeshadow, so we tend to own more than that amount. But personally, I made a pledge to myself last year that I was not going to get any eyeshadow. I was going to go through the ones I owned. I had this thing where I rotate them each month, bring out some particular palettes, and I had to toss off a few of them because I discovered that some were already beginning to be contaminated with mold and all of that. So eyeshadow palettes are the second makeup products that you should not have too much of. Okay? At most 3 eyeshadow palettes and you are okay. The third type of makeup products that you should not bother buying are backup products. Now, there is this thing where, if for example I love the setting spray so much, setting spray is something that I go through, so this might be a bad example, but let's just go with this. Now this is the Kiss Beauty setting spray, and I came across it and I love it, and I'm like, okay, I love this. Right now, I love this setting spray so much. Let me go get 2 or 3 of it as backup in case maybe Kiss Beauty decides to discontinue it or the price starts going up or any such thing. And then I go out and I get 2 or 3 more of this. And in another 2-3 months, I find out that Kiss Beauty now has another setting spray. This one right here, a different one, and I make use of it and I find out that I love it more than the other one. I decide to go ahead and get some backups of this particular one, and I do that. Now, more often than not, you have where you keep your stash and keep your things. You have this new one you love, so you will not even remember you have the other one. And these are products that have a set time for expiration, and you have this one, 2 of it, and you have the new one, backup of it, and in another 3 months you come across another setting spray that you even love more than these two, and then you decide, okay, let me go and get another one backup, and you just have all these backup products. Same thing goes for lipsticks, for concealers, for foundations, for eyeshadow palettes. I will just mention the number 2 for everything. Face powders. Oh, I love this face powder so much. Let me just go ahead and get like backup 3 of it. I'm on this table. I'm very guilty of this. But last year, thanks to God, we started the shop my stash trend, and I have been enjoying that trend because I started discovering, products that were almost close to expiration I had to start using, and saved myself a lot of stress and money, going down the drain. And then I rediscovered some new faves, some things that I thought were not going to work for me. I discovered they were now working for me. And, I got to spend less money on makeup. Okay? So, makeup products you should not bother buying. Backups of backups of backups of products you currently love. Because you don't know if tomorrow you're going to wake up and not love that product as much, or find another product you love much more. If you must buy a backup of a product, it should not be more than one backup, and only if or when and only when that product is close to finishing. Like when the setting spray gets to like this spot right here, I can now decide, oh, I love it so much, I cannot imagine my routine without it. Let me replace it and get a backup so that I can have access to it when I need it. The 4th type of makeup products you should not bother buying are makeup products that are not your style. Makeup products that are not in your comfort zone. Don't bother buying it. You're looking at me and you're seeing a red lipstick and you're like, oh, I love this red lipstick on Ivy. I'm going to get a red lipstick. But you know deep down that you are a nude, natural lip gloss kind of girl, kind of person. That whenever you rub lipstick like this, you cannot even step out of your house. And then you want to go and buy red lipstick. You buy the red lipstick and be looking at it every day, and to be looking at you every day, that's waste of money. You are seeing somebody with graphic eyeliner and designs, and you're like, oh, I love that so much. You go ahead and you buy it. You know that you will never use graphic eyeliner, rhinestones, and all of that design. You go and get it. Blue foundation mixer, white setting powder, pink setting powder. You have seen all these things that are in trend, and you are like, no, let me just get it. I like the way the person, you might not even have the experience to use it the way the person is using it. Icy highlighter, purple blush. You might not have the experience, but you see it's fine on the person. Oh, let me get it. It will work for me. And you know that you will not use it. It will just be there, and it will end up expiring there because you will find yourself never, ever, ever having to reach for that item, to reach for that product. So the 4th type of makeup product you should never buy are makeup products that are not in your comfort zone. Look, no matter how much they try to convince you, don't bother buying them. Go with what you use regularly. Like, if you're the kind of person who is always on like a neutral, natural, soft, smoky eye, what are you doing with a colorful eyeshadow palette? What are you doing? Like, you love your warm browns and cool, and then you see like a matte eyeshadow that has cool tones, and you go and buy it. You know deep down that you will not use it. Why? These are the 4th type of makeup products that you should avoid. Totally avoid buying. The 5th type of makeup products that you should not bother buying are some makeup products that are in trend. The fact that a makeup product is trending does not mean that makeup product is for you. Now, you see when applying white concealer started. I didn't bother because I know that no matter what I do, see, white concealer, it will never ever work for me. When the pink powder started, people were using it. I personally believe that unless a powder is truly translucent, see that pink powder, it ain't gonna work for me. And there's no need for me to waste my hard-earned money to go and buy it. Now you have lavender powder, peach powder, different shades of powders. It comes out and then you end up rushing to buy it. How you know that you are not going to use it, right? So don't bother at all buying products that are trending just because they are trending. Liquid eyeshadow, you know that you're not gonna use it, but you just see it and you want to get it. You already own your eyeshadow palettes, you have eyeshadow brushes. So what are you using liquid highlighter to do? Liquid eyeshadow to do again? Green mascara, blue mascara, and you are like, oh, I want it, but you know that you use black mascara every day. You don't like makeup looks that are out there, but when makeup products that are out there come out, you are the first on the line to go and buy. Don't bother buying those makeup products because you will not use it and you end up wasting your money. Okay, so these are some 5 makeup. There are more than this, but let's just stop here first. Let's just stop here first. These are 5 makeup products you should not bother buying because it's a total waste of your funds, of your resources. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned till the end. And until I come your way again next week, remain blessed. Bye, guys.